Hi, so my name is Amita. I work as Senior Quality Insurance Engineer at Red Hat, Pune office. Today here, I'm going to talk about Fedora QA. So most of you know that what people are very happy to get the badge. You can come here to the first place. No? Why are you so tired? Okay. So as we know that Fedora is a wonderful open source community where you can work on the things which you like or which you are interested in. And for everything there are a lot of help available. So this is the best thing which I like the most about Fedora, that you can work on the things which you like the most, whether it's designing, development, coding, testing, anything. And what is better than doing testing? You can start learning things very quickly if you started with testing. So let's start without wasting time. Let's move on to the topic, which is Fedora QA. This is my agenda, which I'm going to cover during my talk. Why it is important, what it is, and how you can contribute in it. And then we can see how, if you need any help, from where to get it. At the end of the talk, we can entertain the questions also. So, talking about why Fedora QA is so important. As you all know that Fedora releases after every 6 months. It means really very fast development. People want nowadays new features every day, new things every day, new changes, command line changes, so many patches coming in, bug fixes, features, and lot many more things. So now, this phase of development introduces bugs also. To make product more reliable, bug-free, and to boost the performance of the product, it's very necessary that it should be tested well. I'm sure the product cannot be 100% bug-free, but at least a tester makes sure that the error messages, the warning messages should be coming user-friendly so that user won't get irritated by the installation faults or some other things or other functionality which is not working as expected. So that's why this is so important for us. These are the examples of some trivial bugs. For example, this is the bug against the hello. While you are logging in and changing the desktop background, you just get logged out immediately and there is no way to log in back. So this is the bug. You can find out while you are doing your day-to-day work, the functionality is not working. You just need to go to the Bugzilla and open a bug against the right component over there so that it can be fixed in another release and the product should be stable. This is another trivial bug which is logged against the OpenStack. Packstack gives traceback error while you are installing it if your SE Linux is in permissive mode. This I found out during a test day. I am not very much aware about the product, but still by just participating in the test day, I could find out a trivial bug and log it out into the Bugzilla. So the advantage or the reason why I am depicting or showing all these bugs to you is that it is not very difficult task to contribute in testing or doing a quick QA job. It's just that you need to spend some time to make sure that the problem you are facing is actually a bug and it's worth finding the bug so that it can be fixed in the next release or upcoming version of the build. Now, we'll see what is Fedora QA, what they do. We have many awesome people working as a team in Fedora QA and they have plenty of tasks in their plate, and this is just few of them. In 45 minutes what I can talk about. So let's see. One is the row height, update and release testing, automated testing and the validation testing. What is the automated testing? As we all know, that the things which get automated, if you have 20 test cases today, 20 more test cases another day, you can together automate them, run all those test cases within no time, and it makes the testing more efficient And validation testing, there are many types of validation testing: functional validation, release validation, and much more. When we have a release, there is a specific release criteria for that release. If all those bugs which are listed in the release criteria are fixed, then only we can go and proudly release the version or release the product. So it's called the release validation testing. As Fedora QA, we also develop test plans, various test cases, we file bugzillas, we run test days, and weekly meetings. Weekly meeting happens on every Monday, and it's good to attend those meetings. You'll come to know what currently going on in Fedora QA, what are the build strategies they are building. As you all know that Fedora.next is coming into the picture, and many things are changing, like they had divided the product into mainstream lines, server, workstation, cloud. So according to the development changes, we have to tweak the testing in such a way that it should be much more efficient to make the product reliable and quality product. So all those strategies we are building, and we discuss them during these meetings. Although it's not necessary you have to participate to become a successful Fedora QA in all those areas, you just can pick any of them and start contributing. So let's further talk more about rawhide package testing. How many of you know about rawhide? What is rawhide? Everybody does. Wow, that sounds great. So we can talk about what is rawhide testing and what it takes to test the rawhide. If you are a good troubleshooter, as you know that rawhide is not stable and it's tend to break. Not that your laptop will break down or some cold-blooded hand will come out of your screen and hold on you. But yeah, but it's sometimes unstable. You can just test it on the test machines, not on the production machine, and you get anything which is not working as expected. Go ahead, log a bug against the rawhide so that we can catch a hold on the things which are not working in the early stage of the release cycle. Okay, so what is the branching point? And when did it has happened for Fedora 21? How many of you know this? Thank God. And there is a huge mail on this. Huge discussion happened a few days back on Fedora testing, Fedora QA mailing list. People are like puzzled. Oh, I'm on rawhide. Oh, I'm on Fedora 21. Oh, I'm where? Am I on Windows? No. So, it is very important to note down what is the branching point. As you all know, what is the rawhide? Never freezing, and development is ongoing process, rolling. When you get that, okay, now it is time to branch it out for the next release, it will be branched out as a Fedora 21. All you need to do is disable your rawhide repos so that you won't get mingle the versions. You are getting the version which you want, and if you want to test the rawhide, you want to continue with rawhide, just don't do anything, roll with the rawhide. Okay. So this is where you can get the live city build of the rawhide, release engineering dashboard. This is the rawhide report. You can see on the daily basis on the Fedora QA test list, which will tell you all these packages are already broken, so don't install them or don't test them. Don't waste your time on that. This is the blog maintained by Adam Williams for Fedora rawhide, and this will give you information, latest information on the rawhide. Okay, that's it about the rawhide, as you all are very intelligent and already know about it. Moving on to the update testing. So what is the update testing? As you all know, even after the release, it is not necessary that the things are all correct in Fedora. So we fix the things even after release, we ship new features in the Fedora update, and that is called the update. And when you test those updates, it's called update testing. So where do you test that update and how do you do it? It's a very wonderful framework we have presented with, which is Bodhi. And Bodhi gives you a very nice web interface, which is very user-friendly also, where you can see, look for your packages, what fixes are coming in, and what bugs have been fixed in that particular version which is shipped. So you can just search. Wow. Are you already testing it?
Yes, it failed.
Known bug? Okay. So you can search for that particular package, click on it, you will get all the details, and you just install that package. If you liked it, it is installed correctly, you should go ahead, give a +1 karma to the developer. It should not be that if you don't like the developer, you should give a minus karma. So keep in mind, if it works, that it is you think that the bug is valid and it is strong bug to give a -1 karma to developer, you should do it. You can discuss it on the IRC with other testers. You can discuss it on the mailing list, and according to that, you can give karma over here.
So for folks who have never done this before, how do you get karma to give, or how does that work?
So you can meet me after the talk. I can show you practically. Okay?
There's a little bit of everyone with a registered Fedora account and file power.
Yeah, with a PAS account, you can just log into the Bodhi and you can click on that +1 with all the nice comments you want to give. And if it is -1, just give the proper comment in the Bugzilla number you have opened, what is not working for you. It's really very simple and easy. Easy thing. And you can be famous in just in one day saying that if this package cannot be released, or come on, it's not working for you. So, how to get the updated packages on a daily basis? These are the repository you need to configure. If you want it for all the packages, that option is also here. If you want to do it for the single package or single RPM, that also you can do. This is the update test report. This also you get on daily basis on the Fedora test mailing list, which will display all the packages which needs your love, which needs testing, and which all with the age, how much old these packages are there in the Bodhi. Okay, so that's it about the row height testing and update testing. Now moving on to the test plan and the test cases. This is also one of the trivial tasks which Fedora QA team is doing, but still only 55% of coverage we could give for the packages with the test plan and the test cases. So it is always good if you can come up and can write some of the test cases and test plan for the package you are developing or you are working with or you are using that package for that matter. Just make sure that you follow the format. It's necessary to follow the format because of the readability. We the contributors come across the globe here, and it's not necessary. The one thing you are writing in your own manner can be readable to other person also. So it is better to follow the standard. These are the test plans available on the wiki page, and these are the test cases available on the wiki page for different packages. 389 DS-based test cases. This is maintained by me. This is directory services. Yeah, I work for the directory services. So this is the pattern, how it looks like with the instructions, how you can test it, and what should be the expected result of these instructions when you execute them. Okay. So now, am I fast? If I am, please raise your hand. Okay. Please just don't run away. I'll try to make it a little slow. Bugzilla. All about Bugzilla, as you know, that whenever we come across something is broken, something is not working as expected, this is the tracking tool for the Fedora, which is Red Hat Bugzilla instance, where we can log the bug, we can open the bug, and then testers can go ahead, verify those bugs once it is fixed by the developer. Any new feature coming, you want that, okay, this error is not user friendly, this should be like this. So that can also be done by opening the RFE in the Bugzilla. This has got many advanced features like email notification, attachment, priority system, etc. So that is the reason why we use this. Till date, how many bugs you have logged in on how many bugs you have worked on, you can also calculate that. There is a tool available developed by Alexander. And then there is another, what is happening with this? Okay. So there is another awesome tool, ABRT, Automated Bug Reporting Tool, which you can configure on your test machine, and according to your configuration, it will work. For example, I have configured it for the Red Hat Directory Services. If at some point of time with some test case or some functionality, if your server crashes, it will generate all the stack trace automatically and it will send the mail to the mailing list, our department mailing list. Accordingly, you can also configure it. If something is depending on some event, you can send what? You can send or open the Bugzilla with the configuration of this tool. While opening the bug, you should follow some guidelines. There are lot many articles, wiki pages, and lot many mail chains discussing about the Bugzilla etiquettes. So I'm not gonna go and read about all those Bugzilla etiquettes, but I'll just tell you what is the importance of these etiquettes. Let's suppose today we have opened a bug as a tester. Later, after 1 month or so, developer will come back to you with some need information flag up. Meaning you have not put the information, all the information of the Bugzilla in the Bugzilla. So it is very necessary. You should not get into such situation where you even can't read it properly and you won't even get to know what was the actual situation raised at the time where you faced the bug. So it is very necessary that you follow the guidelines by opening the bug. These are the different stages of the Bugzillas where it has to go. New is when you have logged the bug, it will be assigned to the developer. Post, it means he's working on it. Modified, has worked on. On to it means it's again in the tester's code and you have to test it. If it is fixed, verified, otherwise you can again assign it to the developer. So this is the example of a very nicely opened bug, obviously by me. So with the description, release version, how it is reproducible, always or sometimes, steps, actual result, what you have got, and what is the expected one. Okay. After the Bugzilla, let's talk about the test case. If you don't want to test rawhide, don't want to test the update testing, don't want to do test plans and all, Bugzilla and all, there is another wonderful, interesting thing you can contribute in, that is the test case. It's like a party. Definitely not like the board party we're gonna have, but still it is very interesting. It is an online event to test the features, a particular feature or a particular product, and a tester has to organize it and has to lead it. The person who is organizing it is responsible for developing a wiki page with all the information in place. Say, this product, this version or this package I got to test with this version, with these architectures and on these test machines. What is the test cases you need to execute and where you can log the bugs and with the IRC channel name where the discussion gonna happen for that testing. So you will get all the information in hand. Just you need to do is join the channel, try to test those test cases which are already available in the wiki. If you face any issue, any problem, you can pick that person and you can ask for the help. And if you think something is broken, not working as expected, you can go and open the Bugzilla too. So this is very simple and an awesome thing to work, to learn the different products. These are some wiki links, important wiki links you can go through after the presentation for the test day. How you can do the test day planning. If you want to organize a test day, that also you can do. But just keep in mind that don't keep the test day on the day which is clashing with some major event, like we are organizing flock here today, and if today somebody else is having a test day, that is not a good way to schedule it. Schedule it according to the people's availability. If the testers who want to work on that package, if the users who work on that package you are testing, developers who develop those packages are available, then only you schedule the test day according to their availability. Okay, once and it is very important also to promote your test day, when it is and what you are testing in that particular test day. For example, in the past, it actually has happened, the person who organized the test day was only logged into the channel to test the things, not anybody else. So it is good to always promote it in a very well manner. Use Twitter, Facebook. You have a question?
Sorry, go ahead. I think you're starting to answer.
Okay. Already answered. Am I that smart?
Yes. Clearly.
Oh. Okay. So you can promote it using Facebook, Twitter, wiki pages, emails, and use most of the channels to promote it so that maximum people can attend it and can contribute towards it. After the test day has been done, it is always good to give kudos to the participants, and it's always good to write a post-event review. Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion too? Speak for the marketing team, we would love it if people would like send us stuff to put that on Fedora magazine.
Yeah.
Both before and after. So if you're going to do a write-up after, it'd be nice to get a report on that. We don't get much of that right now.
Yeah. This is a very nice suggestion. Your name?
Joe, probably.
Yeah. So if you want to publish it, you can do it on the Fedora magazine also, and you can write a nice review, post-review event, post-review comments in the Fedora magazine, so that it will be popular too, and it can be reached to the people it should reach out.
There's SOP for hosting the test. I just added up to that. So contact.
Good. I'll share the slide deck also. I has also got the links in it. My slides. Okay, so this is the place where you can get to know what test days are scheduled. Fedora QA calendar. Fine. So, lots of talking. This is the summary. We reach to how to contribute. As we all know, even a single drop counts in a big ocean. So your contribution matters. Till now, so far we have talked a lot about Fedora QA. So many different things, variety of things to start with. You just need to go ahead, create your FES account. I know most of you already have it. So you can join this or subscribe to the mailing list of the test, that is Fedora QA test list. Introduce yourself to the people and get involved with the things. Even if you are a user, not a full-time tester, you come across something which is not working, it is good to always report the things so that we can make Fedora much more quality product for the rest of the world also. You can test package update in the Bodhi, you can participate or organize the test days, and always log the Bugzilla against something if something is not working. Let me share something very personal to me. When I joined Red Hat before 3 years, I walked into it with a proud, and it's like, wow, I am the part of an open source company. It's awesome, it's great. I was like, I went to my desk, opened my emails, and the first task I got was 300 bucks to pay. I was like, okay. I was not, obviously I was not very happy. But then, when I started that, what was that? Okay. So, when I start, believe me my friends, when I started doing, knocking down those bugs, nothing could be better and faster than the verifying Bugzillas to know about the product. So this is the best way to start learning things. Okay, so if you need any help, these are the links over here. I'll share the slide deck with you people so you can easily recall them. So thanks for listening to me, hearing me for long 45 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it and you will contribute with some of them. Some of you will contribute in Fedora QA. Any questions?
I have.
Okay.
So if I'm maintainer of some package and I want to write some test for my own package, which will be somehow automated, run every day, week or so, how can I do that? And consequently, what's the status of the beaker in Fedora?
Okay, so lot many automated frameworks are available. Not lot many, but some of them I know. AutoQA is there. TaskDone is there. AutoQA is doing the stuff currently, but slowly we are replacing AutoQA with the TaskDone. So there is a 1 hour presentation of the TaskDone also. You can go ahead and attend how it works and stuff like that. And yes, Beaker is also there. Beaker is open source as most of you must know it. That it's a library with which you can set up your own test lab, which gives you XMLs in form of XML. You can tweak those XML according to your test case. If you want to execute some test case, you can automate them and you can execute it by tweaking that XML. So there are some tags available. You can use that.
Yeah, but I know that we start to create Beaker in Fedora infrastructure.
Yeah.
So is it already available to general audience or not?
No, I don't think so because I tried it, but then I did not couldn't do it. But yeah, we can search on it more.
I can expand a bit on the answer if it helps. Beaker is there, but it doesn't really work right now. So, as Amita was saying, Tim Flink is doing a talk on Taskatron tomorrow, and he also deals with Beaker, so you can talk to him and he'll give you all the details on that status. AutoQA, as Amita said, is being obsoleted and replaced with Taskatron. Right now, we're not taking third-party tests for either, but it's a definite goal of Taskatron for people to be able to submit tests to it. The problem right now is we can't do throwaway test machines. Like the idea is that we can just spin up a VM, run your test, and then throw it away. Right now that isn't implemented, so we can't really accept third-party test submissions because the tests run on machines that exist. So if your test screws up the machine, then we're screwed. So right now it's just not there, but it will be added. Right now all you can really do as a maintainer is write a test plan, and the Amita slide deck has the links for that, and then people can execute those tests manually. And the test plans are integrated with Body. So when you, as a user, go to Body and see an update for a package, you'll see all the test cases in the test plan for that package. But we can't do submitted or automated testing yet, unfortunately.
Okay.
That is a better version of my answer.
Also, the Taskatron talk is on the next slide.
Oh, it's on the next one? All right. Wow. Oh, so yeah, that's why Tim's finishing off his slide.
Any other questions? Yeah, sure.
So how would you describe the current state of Fedora QA? Like how healthy or how needy is Fedora QA right now?
Okay. That's a very good question. But can you answer that? Maybe. Okay, so we have a team in place already working for the Fedora QA. They are full-time devoted to Fedora QA. But yes, there are many packages, many packages in the operating system which needs your love, your attention. So more and more people get involved in more and more testing we can cover. Yeah.
So you mentioned two interactions with Mozilla. One is filing bug reports, and the other, for example, when you test the package from Body and it doesn't work. But I was wondering, is there some kind of organized triaging of incoming bug reports from users currently, or is this entirely left to the developers and maintainers of each package? Or
Yeah, that's a very nice question actually. Earlier we used to have a triaging committee who used to triage bug, whether it is good bug or meaning it's a it's a right bug or not, or it's a functionality, or it's a architecture or test machine fault. Earlier we used to have a triaging committee, but now it is not working and up and running because we have short of people also. That is one of the reasons, and the other reason is that like most of the developers nowadays, they are taking care of it, and then we are. In fact, I would say 100 billions of bugs are already there in the Bugzilla. Only last year we have crossed the mark, but most of the bugs are like zombies. We need info state, and so we definitely need to work on this thing. Yeah, we need to revive that.
Bug zappers.
Yeah,
and
it's
the problem
used to
with
be
it is
there.
people just don't stick with it. It's very, very hard to get people to really commit to doing it because it's boring, tedious, unrewarding work, and it's very difficult. Right now what we do is we just have a redirect on the QA join page which says, here's the bug zappers pages, they're kind of dead, but if you want to triage you can follow these guides, and that's basically
Yeah.
But Amita's right, we should make it better. It's a really hard thing.
That's why we have a lot of Bugzilla tickets listed on Wiki, but who cares?
Being former last leader of Bugzappers, it was just hopeless because like, nobody stick for longer than
Yeah.
$5 and then they run away.
Why is it so bad?
Closing all those needed.
So that's why it is so important for all of us while opening a bug, we should follow bug guidelines
Right.
in place.
It's surprisingly hard to triage a lot of bugs. In case anyone didn't hear Joe ask why it's so bad, because you often need specialist knowledge of the component the bug's filed against, and it's just it can be a really involved process. It can take you like 15-20 minutes to triage a bug, and then it gets a little annoying if you triage a bunch of bugs and then you go back and look 3 months later and there's not much happening to them. That's a problem people have. They feel like if the devs aren't going to take care of all the bugs, then why am I triaging when there's one problem that we have? And it's mainly just the nature of it is it's very intricate work, and then there's no immediate reward to it because ultimately you change the status of the bug and you hit commit, and nothing. You don't get a shiny, you don't get a trumpet sound or anything like that. And then people tend to trail off and find doing validation testing is more rewarding because you see stuff happening, you see the release come out. They find other things that are more rewarding and tend to get absorbed into that.
And the other way I looked at it is like, why do you need another person to sit at you and triage your bugs? Why don't you take the responsibility to log it in the manner that it is the bug should be logged in at the first place.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. If anything, sure.
To your related question, first of all, I have to say that I've been using Fedora a long time. The past 3-4 releases, I have noticed a significant improvement in the quality of the initial release. And whether it's the freezes and our willingness to slip the schedule to get the quality, or whether it's the QA stuff, I don't know what the root cause is, but something's working. I've really noticed an improvement. Thank you. The second, it touches on that previous point. What is the bottleneck? Is it a lack of testing, a lack of QE reports, or is it more developer resources and developer ability to fix the incoming things, which are the biggest impacts in quality right now?
If I understand your question correctly, you want to know that why the quality is not...
No, I'm saying I know that quality is really good, but what are the biggest problems still remaining? Do you have a lack of testers or a lack of developers to fix the bugs that are being found?
Okay, so I would say that there is always a scope of improvement for everything. After 100 years, you might say that still what is lacking. But yeah, I know that there is a lack of testers at some point of time. A lot of things to do, shorthands, short people, and then the fast release development cycle. People are coding, checking in the new features, checking in the patches on a daily basis. So it's like testing each and everything. It's pretty difficult. So that's why we have this presentation for you people, that you come over and test the things. Even if you are a user and you come across something is not working, it's good if you report it at least.
We can use more of both.
Yeah.
In kind of different areas. With testing, we really need more people to test the new products.
Yeah.
Cloud and ARM and server, we things like 389 directory, which Amita works on. It'd be great to have more people testing those.
Yeah, only 2 people are working to test that directory server, and it is used almost everywhere in the world.
Right. And then for development, I mean, there are areas where we have thousands of bugs filed, and we need more developers to fix them. But there's definitely, it's, you know, there's this area we need more testers, this area we need more developers.
Do you have to do any reporting on the number of bugs which are zombies in different areas, which get closed on each release?
Yes.
Can we focus on where the real shortcuts
There are
are?
some tools.
Yeah, we have tools for that. We've done various reports in the past. I did one, which I haven't done for a while, but specifically on graphics. So we used, well, we still do, we run graphics test week where we have 3 graphics adapted test days in a row, and I'd actually track the numbers from that and see of all the bugs filed the last test day, how many were fixed, how many were closed as dupes, and blah, 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 blah. So I had, and I sent those posts to test and develop, and you can find them in the archives. And it generally works out. My method take is that usually, as a very rough guide, about half of bugs that are filed in the end get fixed or meaningfully addressed. We're about 50-50.
And some of them are not even meaningful bugs.
So,
But that's just,
Even the bug is not meaningful
Sure, yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. So that's, I count like bad bug reports or supposed
Yeah.
bad bug reports.
Won't
I
be
count
fixed.
those as 0. I don't count them as addressed or unaddressed. I kind of throw them out of the numbers. So of the good bug reports, about half.
And then if the developer comes with, won't be fixed.
Yeah.
And is that 50% across the board, or?
no,
Yeah.
just the test days, and the test days bugs are usually way, way better than the
Right.
average bugs.
Yeah.
And the problem is that really, I can show you almost any like desktop components. You have like, I don't know, gedit 500 bugs. Just the developer just gave up on it, and they don't use Red Hat bugs at all because there is no way how to like meaningfully do anything with 500 bugs. Most of them are probably duplicates, or perhaps not. Who knows?
So with this conversation, I think I come up with a big idea, like the test days, why don't we have a bug zapper day, something like that, in which we are together triaging the bug, making it less boring for the people, and making more and more bugs triaged during that day.
We used to try and do that as part of bug zappers, but it might work better if we did it as a QA thing, trying to go over. Because the problem with the bug zappers one was critical mass. We'd only have like a dozen people signed up as bug zappers at any one time, and maybe
Yeah.
2 of them would show up before the triage day.
Yeah.
So maybe, if we make it a QA right thing, maybe
we can better
get
advertise.
5 or 6 people show up, and then, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we can better advertise it like we do for the test days,
Yeah,
and then
that's a
we
good
can do it together for triaging the
I
bugs.
like that.
Is there any room here at Flock to do a bug zapper day or hackfest?
We can try.
Maybe on the last day is open for things.
Yeah, that is a very nice idea. We can do it.
Nice idea.
Most of the people can come and join it. So thank you very much for making it more interesting with you guys. Thanks a lot.